Hello, it's lovely to connect with you today. My name's Leanne Peters. I'm from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube, and I'm here to pull some cards, yay, and share some guidance for this week ahead. That's this week starting Wednesday the 1st of March through to Tuesday the 7th of March 2023. So while you're coming over and receiving notifications of this video, maybe, I want to send out an extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. I'm coming to you live now from Tasmania, Australia, where it is Wednesday the 1st of March here, and it's exactly 9:40 a.m. Welcome. Okay, so the video is doing weird things, so hopefully this is going to work and be saved, because I've seen it do this before and it just goes on forever and doesn't actually stop, because it looks to me like I've got no one watching, but I'm getting comments. So welcome to all of you, and thanks for commenting, Teresa and Bettina and Aletha and Joseph. Oh, hi Joe, I haven't seen you for a while. I trust you're well. So hopefully this works. Anyway, I trust you can hear me loud and clear. So if you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing, hi Rebecca, is using my oracle cards that I created. That's the Speed of Light oracle cards combined with the Animal Kingdom oracle cards. And I'm using this deck of 110 cards to find our best cards for this week ahead. Great. The best cards for this week ahead are for the majority of us. So just take on board what feels right and what resonates and what fits into your life easily at this time, and let the rest go. Hi everyone. It looks like we've got a few people watching. Thanks for commenting, guys. So just take on board what resonates. Let's let the rest go, and let's see what comes up for this week. So last week's theme was the Tiger Claw, and the Tiger Claw was about being assertive and standing our ground, clearing the air. So we may have found ourselves doing that once or twice in the last week. So now we turn our attention to this new reading week, which is from Wednesday the 1st of March through to Tuesday the 7th of March. So I'm looking for the best cards that the majority of us need now for this week ahead. And I trust in the way I choose my cards, and I trust the cards themselves. So the best cards for this week, 1st to the 7th of March 2023, are these. So I'm going to lay them face down here. So just bear with me for a second. And we're going to... I'm going to lay 8 out here. And we've got a nice balance of cards, 4 of each deck. Welcome. Let's turn these over. Oh, that's a nice way to start. Nice way to start the week. Okay. Oh, we have lots of featured cards. Bear with me a second. First featured card is our friend the Turtle Dreaming card. It has further instructions here which say to take the bottom card from the deck. So I go back to my deck and I'm just going to grab the bottom card, which is the Monkey. So I'm going to put that with the Turtle Dreaming card. Next featured card is a featured timing card called Seasonal Cycle. It has further instructions here which say to take the third card from the top of the deck. So I go to the deck and I go down to card 1, 2, 3. We've got this card here, which is Harmony. So we'll talk more about those a bit later. And then our last featured card is the Cobra Bites. Ouchie. And up here it has further instructions which say to take the top card from the deck. So I go back to my deck and we see what this card is. Oh, the Temple of Maya. We've had that a lot come up. It's come up quite a lot this last week in all the readings and things that I've been doing. So we've actually got 8, 9, 10, 11 cards now for the week ahead. So bear with me. this is going to take probably a little bit of time. Welcome. So we're starting the reading week, or the month, we could say, the 1st of March, with this card in mind. It's card 6, called Dolphin, and it says that it's time to celebrate. So this is a time of celebration. There is something to celebrate right now. It could be the reunion of people, it could be a birthday, it could be a milestone or an anniversary. But there is this celebratory energy that wants to come in and bring people together. It might just be a couple of people. It doesn't have to be big crowds of people, but it may be. So this sense of bringing people together to celebrate something, the life of someone, the life of maybe someone who's in that reunion. What are you celebrating? What milestone? What's happening around you at this time that is something that feels celebratory, or something that you feel really grateful for? So the dolphin's breaching the waters and is expanding out, extending out of the waters like fireworks. So what's going off in your life on Wednesday that's like fireworks going off? And if you're not really feeling that, so for you that's not really happening, especially on Wednesday, then maybe look at what or who you can be grateful for. I find that gratitude is like stepping the celebration energy back a bit. So if celebration is too much and you're just not really in a good place right now, and it's just too much to think celebrating, jeepers, I'm just trying to get through my day, maybe then wind it back a bit and see where or how you can find gratitude right now. Who are you grateful for that has been there for you, that has been showing up, that has been helpful for you in some way? So that's for Wednesday. Now we're going to pair up Thursday, the 2nd of March. We have 2 cards. We'll reveal this one first. It's the Rabbit. The Rabbit's card 16, and it's reminding us to make our move. Even if we feel scared or petrified and we don't know how things are going to work out, or if they're even going to work out, the rabbit is petrified while it stands there, petrified, waiting for it to be safe so it can make its move and go back to its burrow or wherever it's going, or return back to eating, or what have you. So where in your life on Thursday do you need to consider making your move, even if you feel scared or petrified? Is that fear louder than your desire to make your move? And that will determine whether you're really ready for action or not. Because if your fear is louder and stronger, you're probably going to listen to that over making your move. So where are they on some type of scale? Is the fear heaviest, or is your desire to make your move heavier than the fear that's trying to stop you? And if so, can you put your fear aside and make your move and proceed? Take that next step. And it comes up with the Doe. The Doe is card 41, and it reminds us to feel deeply. Feel deeply. So we might feel a bit sensitive on Thursday. We might have a deep sense of feeling, or even be touched by something that happens or something that occurs. Finally, something's occurring. And I know for me, on Thursday, I'm going to have 3-4 things at least, all happening on the same day. It's like everything's happening on Thursday, and my electrician's coming, and my trench is being dug, and my new studio is going to be started, and all these things and other things are happening on Thursday. So there is this sense of being touched, being deeply touched on Thursday through feeling. We might feel waves of emotion, and it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So let's feel deeply, and especially if it's connected for you with make your move with the rabbit. If you have a deep feeling that you need to step out, and you need to try this new thing, and you need to just have a go, you need to put in this application just for the heck of it and see what happens, then, find the courage to make your move and follow that strong impulse, that feeling that you have, and try not to let your fear of the unknown, or your fear of failure, or whatever it might be, try not to let that be too loud in your ear to stop you. On Friday the 3rd of March, we have these two cards, the Turtle Dreaming and the Monkey. So they've come up together for a reason. We're going to look at them separately first and then look at their relationship together. So the Turtle Dreaming is card 45, and it says serious, clarification, concentrate, and specific. So he simply means it's time to get serious now. It's time to concentrate and focus and get serious about our dreams. He's got the dream catcher on his back, to get serious about whatever is important for us, or whatever's going on, or whatever we need to do. And it almost feels like getting serious about this forward movement, this pull that we have. Maybe we've already started. Maybe we're considering starting. Whatever stage that we're at, we've been encouraged to get serious. Take it seriously. It's time to take it seriously, especially on Friday. And it's connected with the Monkey, card 13, and it says to cooperate. So think about this cooperative energy that wants to be around for Friday, working together with other people, cooperating with ourselves, which sounds a bit strange, but we do tend to battle it out with ourselves. Our head battles it out with our heart and all sorts of things. So where could you benefit from being more cooperative, especially on Friday, and get serious on Friday about cooperating with others? So if you find yourself in a situation that is out of your comfort zone, or is something that triggers you in some way, then it might be worth considering, am I being cooperative in this situation? Am I working with it? Or am I fighting against this person? Am I fighting against something? And is that necessary? So seriously, being cooperative may be helpful for us to be aware of as we go into Friday. Things may not flow particularly easily in some areas, so we may need to cooperate to help things run smoothly. Okay, so that takes us up to Saturday, the 4th of March. The energy shifted. I don't know if you can even feel it or hear it in my voice, but there has been a shift. So from Friday to Saturday, there is a shift in energy, and we have card 35, the support card. It says comfort, loved ones, and reassurance. This card would only come up if we needed comfort and reassurance, basically that we're not alone, or that we're going to be okay, that we're going to get through this situation. So there might be a feeling might be something occur as we move into Saturday, where we need this reassurance, or we need to reassure ourselves that it's going to be okay, that we're going to get through this, that we are qualified for this, or that a situation that we may feel is out of our hands in some ways, that it's going to be okay. We're going to get the support that we need, and just reassure ourselves through that. Now, if you've been thinking about your loved ones in spirit lately, they're also coming in around us and offering love into our heart and support. So this is an important card to remind us that we are not alone. So we might feel a little flattened on Saturday compared to the other energy that's quite active. We might feel a bit flattened on Saturday, and that's okay. This happens, so we might feel a bit slower moving. Sunday, the 5th of March, we have these two cards. So again, they've come up together for a reason. We're going to look at them separately first. This is a very intense card. It's card 9 for Sunday, the Cobra Bite. And it says sting, shock, truth, and illusion. Something taking us by surprise on Sunday. And it's usually something, it can be a really pleasant surprise. It can be a not so pleasant surprise. I've seen it come up for both. But it tends to be a surprise and something that's trying to wake us up to the truth and align us with the truth. Or we could look at it from another angle to take us out of illusion and what we think is real and what we think is true, but actually may not be. So there's something that wants to awaken in us, and it might come with a bit of a surprise on Sunday. Although because we're getting this heads up, it may not be as much of a surprise as it could be. And it comes up with card 51, the Temple of Maya. I love this card. There's something really substantial and real about it. And it says manifestation, revelation, and purpose. This is talking about a building of some sort that's of significance. It could be a new building, maybe a new home you've just moved into. It could be a building or a place you're going to. It won't be something that's just every day unless something's happening in your everyday building or your everyday home or space. But this is generally talking about some type of building. And it's also bringing structure. So it brings solid foundations and solid structure to this building. And it could also be representing solid structure and foundations in our life itself, and finding structure, finding substance, finding a practicality, something real, something less abstract and less dreamy about our current reality. So bringing things into reality for us somehow, a grounded feeling, an integrated feeling as well, but a sense of structure. This also brings purpose and meaning, a feeling of belonging to something. So we might feel this deep sense of structure, foundation, and meaning and purpose. So there's something stable. I think I really like that word actually with this card today, is this stability, something really stable that wants to come in. So something may shake our foundations potentially on Sunday to bring us further into alignment with our foundations, with that building, with that structure and that stability that this card brings. So something may test that, something may challenge that, something may align us further with it as well. Something may happen that may surprise us at first, and then when we settle into it, we see, actually, this is a blessing. This is a blessing. I didn't realize it at first, but there's something really strong and stable about this that's happened. So this is sort of the energy around for Sunday the 5th. Okay, Monday the 6th of March, we have these two cards. So again, they've come up together for a reason. Let's look at them separately first. This is a featured timing card. The timing cards, there's 4 of them in my Animal Kingdom Oracle cards, and this is one of them. It's Seasonal Cycle, card 54. And it talks about a 3-month cycle. So throughout March, throughout April, throughout May, that there is something probably that's brewing around Monday that's going to be applicable for us, potentially for around the next few months. So through March, April, May, roughly. So what are we talking about? What are we deciding on? What are we planning? What are we looking at in that long-term, semi-long-term way? And it's got to do with card 43 called Harmony. And it says sound, tuned in, expression, music and song. So this does bring a musical element in, if that's appropriate for you. Something musical, something harmonious, something resonant, something musical. Musical that wants to come in. So it could be literally, like I play a musical instrument, so I can relate actually how this is certainly related to me on a musical level, literally music. You might not be as involved literally with music as I am, or maybe someone next to you or your neighbour. So this is probably talking more about that harmony, that coming together feeling of music and playing music. And you know, that I was thinking about it this morning actually when I was writing the current energy report, is this feeling of when you play music in an orchestra or a band or with other people, your role that you play, the part that you play and the instrument that you play, no matter how significant or insignificant you feel it is in the grand scheme of the bigger picture of the orchestra, it is an important part. It is an important melody or rhythm or harmony within that particular orchestra or that group, that gathering. So maybe to a Monday we've been encouraged to, or maybe we will consider the part that we play within the whole. And it might be the whole as in the world, but it's most likely to be maybe within our family, within the groups that we're involved with, within our workplace, within our relationships. What is the role that we play? What is the part, the musical part that we play within that group or within that relationship or within that partnership? So this might be something that's highlighted for some of us on Monday, but also for the next few months ahead, and how that relates, how we can develop, how we can harness, how we can hone our skills and find that harmony within our relationships and groups. So harmony, things being tuned into, tuned up, because you can play your part in the orchestra, but if you're out of tune or you're not playing the right notes, then a disharmony is created within the whole, just from that one person playing the wrong notes or not being in tune. So the other aspect of this card is about being in tune with ourselves, in tune with our intuition, in tune with our sensitivity to others as we try and bring this harmony into effect in our life and in those important aspects of our life. It could be you settling into your new home. Maybe you've recently moved and you're feeling a bit unsettled because it's all new and you don't know where anything is yet, and you're unpacking boxes, and maybe your body's recovering from the physical challenge of moving. So over these next couple of months is finding that harmony and finding that way to get in tune with your surroundings and in tune with your environment and in tune in your relationships and in tune with ourselves. So the next few months, this is probably going to be important. And it's quite a deep card, this one, so there's a lot in it. So it will depend on what personally speaks to you. But that's for Monday. And then Tuesday, we had this card last week, and I really like this card. It's card 24, Expanded Love, for Tuesday the 7th of March. It says productivity, teamwork, and holding space. This is working together with another person. It's coming together in that place of harmony, potentially. Could be brainstorming. There's not sometimes a lot of harmony in that, or it could be discussing something. Sometimes we kind of push and pull in our working with others to get to the agreement or whatever it might be. So that may be in effect as well. But coming together with others with a common interest, a common goal, or some common incentive or intention or goal, that this is really favourable for Tuesday. Tuesday is also favourable for being productive. So it might be a great time to get things done, to tie up those loose ends and to resolve things that have been hovering or hanging about for a while. So working with others to do that, if that's applicable for you, is probably quite favourable, but resolving things too. So expanding love, holding space for ourselves, holding space for whatever our interest is, that reason why we're coming together. Whew, okay, lots happening this week. Very intense week, and I could almost divide the week up. It feels like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday has a certain energy, which feels very strong, very moving, very shifting, lots of things happening. Lots of celebratory sort of energy. But then by the time we get to Saturday, there's a shift on Saturday that seems to set us on a bit of a... So let's see how we shift. And I think, I'm back. I think I cut out for a minute, so hopefully you can hear me. But I can see now that I actually have people watching. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to pull a theme card in just a moment. Bigger picture card is the feeling. Before I do that, I want to thank you so much for joining me today. If you have enjoyed this connection and you found it helpful, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment. Please share if you're inspired to. Please follow if you're watching on Facebook. Please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Please come back and connect with this video throughout the week to get your bearings. So, what have we got going on at the moment? I think the biggest thing that we have coming up is the launch of my new deck of cards and my first deck of cards. So my new deck is my 5th deck, and my original very first deck of cards I released in 2008 are on their way here for their 4th print run. Basically, it's the 3rd edition. So I've got 2 decks of cards coming. Healing Energy Cards number 1, my original deck upgraded, and Healing Energy Cards number 2, which is my brand new 5th deck that you can combine together with the Healing Energy Cards 1, or you can use them separately. It's up to you. So they are on their way here, and they'll be here around the 10th of March. So we have our launch booked in for Saturday the 11th of March. Please keep an eye out, and please like my Healing Energy Cards Facebook page, and that's where our online launch will be taking place. Lots of games, giveaways, and lots of fun as usual when I'm launching a deck of cards online. So please check it out. Please pre-order a deck if you're interested, and you can learn more about me on my website, and you can pre-order the Healing Energy Cards at templeofbalance.com.au. You can also grab both of these decks are also available, and other things as well. Thanks for joining me today. Let's see what our bigger picture card is. It feels, bigger picture feels appropriate here for some reason. So it's probably not just for this week. The bigger picture at this time, the bigger picture maybe for the next couple of months, and so we had the seasonal cycle. So what's the best card for the majority of us for our bigger picture, the bigger picture right now, especially for the 1st to the 7th of March 2023. So the best card for the bigger picture is this Speed of Light Oracle card here. The bigger picture is Projection card 15, and it says vision, focus, concentration, and chaos. Okay, so for our bigger picture, or the theme for this week especially, but at this time, is to stay focused. Stay focused and avoid distractions. Notice what's distracting you first, because you may not even notice. That's the nature of a distraction. It's going to distract you to go here or go there, or look at this shiny thing, or talk ourselves out of something, or delay something. So we have to notice what is distracting us before we probably realize it's a distraction. So we will probably find great benefit this week, and in general at the moment, this sense of focus and being aware of when we're being distracted. Let's stay focused on the task at hand so we can give it 100%. And really that will help us use our energy and our time more efficiently, because the less we procrastinate, the less we distract ourselves, the less we avoid something, the more time we have to be productive and be focused on whatever it is that we are presently doing. Can you give whatever you're focusing on at this time 100% focus? Put everything else aside, spend those minutes or moments or hours or whatever time focusing on those things, and then focus on the next thing. Can you give what you're focusing on as much of your attention as possible? And avoid distraction, and avoid doing things half-heartedly is also the feeling here. So this is very much a mental card. It's about focusing, concentrating, avoiding the chaos, and avoiding the distractions as our theme this week, but also in general for the bigger picture right now. So hopefully you can hear me. Thanks for joining me today. Have a great week ahead. I'll be back to share with you again very soon. Take care of yourself, and goodbye for now.